How's it going? I'm Gabe Hohreiter, and I deflated those balls.
The footballs?
Huh? What footballs? Welcome to Hashtag News. Seeing as how the 50th Super Bowl is this Sunday, I thought it'd be fun to celebrate these 50 years of greatness by going back and comparing the early years of the Super Bowl to this year's monumental Super Bowl 50.
It's 49.
The first Super Bowl wasn't even called the Super Bowl since it was really just a vanity game to bring together the two completely separate football leagues that competed for the spotlight. This supposed best of the world championship game was kind of a bust since one of the leagues was much better than the other and eventually just absorbed the other league entirely. Side note, this is exactly like what happened in the 90s with the WWF and its legacy of badass superstars like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock, and then the super lame WCW and their knockoff wrestlers like Glacier. Glacier. Anyway, the game used to be called the AFL and NFL World Championship, and today we call it the Super Bowl. See, it used to have a different name. Times have changed. Isn't this fun? So the Super Bowl wasn't always the huge event that it is today. Super Bowl I didn't even sell out. Of the 94,000 seats in the LA Coliseum, only a little more than half were filled. The cameras actually struggled to show the path of the soaring footballs while still hiding all the empty seats. Meanwhile, today the game definitely is sold out despite tickets being sold for nearly $5,200 on average, according to Forbes. The game has gone from the equivalent of buying a cheap movie ticket to I'm divorcing you because you spent $5,000 on a football game. One reason the show has blown up is the success of the mini concert called the Halftime Show. This year's show will feature international superstar Katy Perry, accompanied by the makeup artist from the Hunger Games. Viewers of the first Super Bowl, however, were treated to the smooth sounds of Grambling State University Marching Band, accompanied by a guy with a trumpet. Let's talk about the reason almost 40% of people say they watch the Super Bowl. The commercials. While getting a 30-second spot in this year's Super Bowl will cost companies over $4 million, the same length spot in 1967 was kind of a steal at $42,000. I'd pay that if I could send my commercial back 50 years.
48 years.
But it's Super Bowl 50.
No, 49.
Okay, so how's that 48 years?
Can you move on?
Let's talk players. Sure, we all know that modern NFL players are major celebrities, though not always for the best reasons. But along with their tremendous popularity has come a tremendous pay increase. The average salary for a football player in 1967 was $25,000 a year. Today's average player, though, makes $2 million, and someone like Atlanta Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan makes over $24 million a year. That's 62 times what the president makes, or 331 times what a cancer research scientist makes. Isn't this fun? At the first Super Bowl, a heavy O-line player might have weighed in at 250 pounds. While still nothing to balk at, current NFL defensive tackle HALOTI NGATA weighs in at 340 pounds. That's like making those first Super Bowl players all give piggyback rides to Tyrion Lannister and yet somehow still expect them to run 40 yards in under 5 seconds, which HALOTI NGATA does. Oh yeah, and all that mass and speed means a modern NFL tackle shatters your bones with the force of a minor car accident every time he touches you. Alright sports fans, that's it for this episode of Hashtag News. Like this video if you're excited about Super Bowl 50.
49!
God! Comment on this video to tell us your favorite Super Bowl commercial. Mine is when Mean Joe Green makes that little kid wash his dirty uniform.
Hey kid, wash this.
And subscribe for more Hashtag News. I'm Gabe Hohreiter, and I'll see you at the Super Bowl party. The one you're going to. I'll be there. I go to all of them, every year, always. Super Bowl 50!